Good morning, lecturer. My name is Bandit, and today I'm gonna show you about my writing skill lesson plans. And I don't have the frameworks, and sorry for that. I have only lesson plan cover sheet and lesson plan procedure sheets. And what I need to complete is already teachers' names, Bandit, the school names, class, and the book, page number, date, grade, number of student. You need to the magic word duration 50 minutes, and the main aims of the lesson. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to write a short story about the magic word in summary by answering the question. And subsidiary aims of the lesson, students will have learned new words in the Dutch. Potential problems. Some students may come late and disturb another students in the classroom. In solution to the potential problems, teacher asks them to play a game, use and take their attention to our class. Teacher aids: whiteboard, markers, students' textbook, students' notebook, and teacher guides book. Personal objectives. I want to encourage my students to read, even though just only some of them can read English. And about the homework, teacher asks students to do exercise B on page 48. And we continue to lesson plan procedure sheets. And here I divided into stages, materials, time, interactions, procedure, purpose. And the first thing that I have planned it, and the first thing that I have planned was they call it grading and environment and attendance. And I also see your lesson plan model doesn't have all of this, so I'm sorry for that. Greeting. So I spent 1 minute, and the interaction is students, a teacher with all the student and student. Teacher say good morning to everyone and ask how are you, and teacher also student that and the purpose to show students that we are studying class. And about environment and attendance. So what I need is attendance book and whiteboard and marker. And I spent 2 minutes. And I asked how many students are absent today, class monitor, and have already cleaned the classroom already. Okay, so I'll continue to warmer. So warmer, I do the dictation. Okay, and I spend 5 minutes. And the first thing I use instruction on how to do the dictation. And okay, I call 10 words in sequence, and student will write those words in the following. Okay, all of these words. Okay, and the purpose is to make student interest on English class and to practice writing English more fluency. Okay, and we continue to lead in. In lead in, I use the picture to show the student, and I ask student that, do you love birds? Many birds could speak. Do you know? Okay, why do people catch the bird? And the purpose to make students think around about the lesson. And pre-writing, I will write the title on the board. And about vocabulary, I will spend 15 minutes, and I write the word on the board and elicit the meaning inquired from the students. And sometimes I elicit them by giving the meaning in English. Okay, so all of these words. So I want to skip all of these words. Okay. Okay, and the purpose to learn new words from for the writing task, and to see how and at this point, after I elicit, I ask students to listen all together, and then I ask 3 or 4 students to repeat, and then ask the whole class for each word. Teacher calls out 3 or 4 students to read the vocab on the board, and the purpose to make student clear. Okay. And about set the scene. In set the scene, what is the man holding? So I take a book and ask students to open their book, and I show the picture, or they can see the picture on their book. And then I ask them, what is the man holding? Where is the man catch the bird from? Do you think what will this woman do in the picture? So the purpose is to give the students some ideas about the lesson. After that, while writing, I will spend 15 minutes, and I ask students to look the question first in their book. The purpose is to make students understand the text, and then teacher asks students to read the story in pair, and ask 1 or 2 students to read loud, and I explain some words or phrases, and then I divide students to work in 4 groups, and one group is responsible for 2 questions, and then I do the lucky draw for answering the question. And after 10 minutes, I allow students to write the answer on the board, and here is the answer. And the purpose is to practice writing more fluency. So I ask them to write the answer that is in the writing. Yeah. Okay. So after that, teacher corrects students' mistakes, and teacher allows students to write into the notebooks. And that's all for the while writing or the mean writing task. Okay. And the post writing, I give some feedback to the student and allow students to write into notebooks. The purpose is to check their understanding. And about the closing, I spend 2 minutes. I review what we have just learned, and I summarize the story again, or ask one student to summarize the story again. And I allow students to ask any questions. If they have any question about the grammar, the vocab, or another thing that they didn't understand, so I allow them to ask. The purpose is to review what we have just learned today. And about the homework, I ask students to do section B on page 48. And what is the purpose? The purpose is to practice further about relative clauses. Okay, that's all for my presentation about my lesson plans, about writing skill lesson plan. And I'm sorry for the lesson plan framework that I didn't create it because I didn't have any time, because it's nearly the exam. Okay, so sorry for that, and thanks for lecturer, and goodbye.